Good dawning. Welcome to another episode of Good Dawning. And my name is Mr. Floyd, or yes, Josh. Welcome. And here, Palo Santo. I'm Millie. Good dawning. Delighted to have you here. Play, love, remember. Welcome. Play, love, and remember. All right, little Palo Santo to start your dawning. Oh, for me to start my dawning. This thing doesn't want to burn very well. And again, you're not generally supposed to light Palo Santo with a creme brulee torch, but play, love, remember. Good dawning. Welcome. All right, there we go. So don't blow it out either, right? Shake it out. There we go. And Palo Santo will clear the negative energies from your space, leaving the positive. If you want to zero the space, then use sage. And we can do that too. We have a sage stick over there, but and I had to do something a little. My boss doesn't want the hengies from. So we're see if we can burn these off here. Probably not with the Palo Santo, but I'll use a match or a lighter. All right, so I got to burn off the hengies from the fire helmet that I got with Jared on the other day. So yeah, so welcome. Let's see who's here. Favor to all of you. And peaceful dawning to all of us. There's a couple announcements we'll need to make. We'll let people pile in. But yeah, this looks like for the now, as most of my work schedule is in the morning, in the dawning, at 9 a.m. We could go later, but Victor, we're gonna want to run over Victor, and then we have what's her face? No, Terry at Holding Your Space as well. So we don't want to run over Terry. So it looks like in favor to Care Bear there, I still have to respond to her email, but favor to Care Bear and what's going on with her. She's not going to be live any further. Serena, good dawning. Bath Maven, how you doing today? So welcome, guys. So yeah, so after this show, there is no longer any Care Bears. So we always recommend then you can check out Terry at Holding Your Space at around 7-ish. Quarter to 7-ish, she's live. Terry at Holding Your Spaces, and she peels around till Victor there. So, but yeah, so send Care Bear your big hugs, love, and favor there. Lottie B, good dawning. Henny, good dawning. Millie, good dawning. Terry at Holding Your Space, and no Care Bear, no more Care Bear for a while. She's got things that require her to probably for best purposes stay offline as far as creating programming. We may see her in the chats, but otherwise not for a minute. And so send her some love and favor, guys. She's on leave of absence exactly while she handles other executive things in her universe. There we go. So sometimes just like this show, right? This show had to, we're not taking any leave of absence or anything of the sort, but we had to morph, right? So now we're at 6 a.m. my time, which means I've gotten a lot less sleep, but I'm being set up. I have to realize that if I'm sitting here doing good dawning at 6 a.m., which is 8 a.m. your time, which isn't really that bad. It's good dawning, right? It's a dawning. It was kind of weird saying good mid-morning after, almost early afternoon when I was doing good dawning before. But now, I don't know. I have to believe there's a reason for everything, even with Care Bear there. There's bigger reasons why we won't see Care Bear, but better reasons in the future than we will see Care Bear, and it'll be better anyway. So, yeah, so I'm up at 6 for reasons. And so I wonder what I'm being primed for. Gotcha. All right, guys. So welcome. Suzette, Millie, Slick Rick, Laddie D. Is that Slick Rick, Laddie Da? Laddie D, Laddie Da. Oh, man. Old school. We're going old school today. All right. So today we're going to work with the Divine Masters deck. I've got the Golden Healer here as well. Really in honor of Karen and Care Bear. And so we're going to work with the Golden Healer in honor of Care Bear, Karen, and some healing for her and the family itself. And play, love, remember. Good dawning and welcome. Suzette. Laddie-daddy. We like laddie-daddy. We like to party. All right, so let's cut these into 3. We're going to see what the energy is for today. 1, 2, and 3, right? So hopefully you're doing good today. This is the one that's backwards, but it's easy to read since YouTube flipped their codex around. All right, so take the bottom card as today's energetics, and the top three as how to achieve said energetics. All right, la daddy, you like the party. It was weird. I went to doing DoorDash, right? And so, speaking of weird, I went to a Raising Cane's, right? Raising Cane's. I don't know if you have them out the East Coast, but in the Midwest, it's a chicken strip joint. I wasn't eating it there. I was just picking up DoorDash, but they're using Flavo Flav, right? Everybody remember Flavo Flav with the big old clock? Be like, what's up? And he's got the clock. So yeah, so they have Flavo Flav deliver. I mean, it's fun. It's weird to see Flavo Flav. He's like 60 something. You're right. Delivering the flavor of the so it's interesting how all these, like, I was saying dark, but alternative energies, like Flavo Flav. I mean, he was Flavo Flav in the '80s. He wasn't as he was controversial almost. Like, who's this guy wearing a clock? And now because he's such an iconic with the Gen Xers and all that. Even through his controversies in the '80s and the early '90s, now he's a spokesman all over the place. And so it's kind of weird to see how, like, all these rappers and they're like Snoop Dogg and you're just like wearing a suit, and it's just weird. It all became commercialized. All right, the internet can be like a feast in New York, all fun and games until the dark alleys make it ominous. There you go. All right, so let's look at the cards here. So today's card is Toth. We all know who Toth is. There we go. Say hi, Toth. Hi there. No, but say hi, Toth. All right, so divine magic. So remember, you can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. Magic. You're the only one who can put out your fire. All right, so teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. All right, so yes, if you strike me down, Veda, I will be stronger than you will ever know. All right, so there you go. The teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. As Vader said to Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? All right, so there we go. Sop debt is the next. You can do. Yes, you can. So can America, right? I had to see them live for free. That was That's probably one of the better free shows of my universe between him and Pat Benatar. But yeah, so I got to see magic for free. All right, Sop debt, cosmic power. There we go. Trinity begins to go there. Unlimited potential, sacred mission, initiation. All right, so what's your sacred mission with Sop debt? And cosmic power. So it's asking you to find divine magic and cosmic power. I'm seeing a theme already, but that's one of my gifts. I see those threads, right? What are you asking your universe? Are you one? And we'll get into that daily basis. Asking your universe for a gift, to see something, to do something. All right. Hi, Hilaron. I don't know. Let's see who. All right. This one I don't know. We've never gotten him before, so we'll go to the book for Hilaron, right? It's out in alphabetical order here. So let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Is Jesus. There we go. G, H, I, J. So let's see. H. All right. Hilaron. A divine emergence. All right. There we go. So be seen and let the world know your gifts. Hilaron is known as Hilaron the Great, or Saint Hilaron. Was a master healer in the temples of Atlantis. He's also known as incarnation in ancient Egypt. Last incarnation, he was born as a pagan, born to pagan parents in Syria in the 14th century. He studied in Alexandria, Egypt, and converted to Christianity, and said from that moment, spot on my glasses, he has dedicated his life to his pursuits. All right. So it's time to come out of hiding and be seen. That's the message energetically. And you have taken some time to retreat and recharge. All right. So there we go. So Hilaron's asking you divine emergence. So there we go. So to climb out of the hole and be seen. And a lot of us have been in that hole for quite a while here. And I know for myself, the combo of climbing in, being in the dark night of the soul and climbing out together. I've been in the hole for many, many years. But the hole is opening up. We go to work today at 4 o'clock. So we got a couple of changes here as well on the show. Let's do the last card and we'll go over a couple of things housekeeping-wise on the channel here. And of course, Lakshmi and Ganesh, which have been everywhere and all over the place with us. If you understand this living universe, Lakshmi and Ganesh is screaming to you, watching this video right now to start doing divination to Lakshmi and Ganesh. Om Gam Gamma Pati Namaha, 108 times. If you go to my playlists, Lakshmi and Ganesh are there underneath my playlists. Courtney, good dawning. So if you go under my playlists, and we've seen you here before, Courtney, so all right. All right. So if you go into my playlist, you'll see Ganesh, Lakshmi and Ganesh. But you want to start with Ganesh. Om Gam Gamma Patai Namaha. And you Care Bear, good dawning. So yeah, and of course we dedicate this show to you and your energies in favor to your universe there, Care Bear. At least today's show. So yeah, so today's cards then we'll start over real quick. Thoth, divine magic, find that magic. And to do so, you need to, with Sopdet, step into your cosmic power. With Hilaron, then you need divine emergence. There we go. So you need to emerge divine, and then Lakshmi and Ganesh step into your abundance, which is what they're really showing us here as we emerge. So yeah. All right, guys. Voila. All right. Let's put the lid over the box. All right, we're going to do something a little different here as well. In Victor's mode here. I didn't get a deck of cards, but we do have 3 aces here. So I'm going to shuffle these, right? I lost the 4th ace. I don't know where it went. It's driving me nuts, too. All right. So you get to choose. You have either hearts, diamonds, or clubs. We don't know where the ace of spades went. So I'm going to take this one. And is this a heart, a diamond, or a club? You decide. Do 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 do. Dump. All right. Today's card is Suzette had it correct. The ace of diamonds. You've been out. You just won the tension. The ace of diamonds is today's card. So there we go. All right, we're still Suzette, got it. All right, so we're gonna do something to this effect. If I get a new deck, then we can also play black and red and black and red and black and red. With 4, if you shuffle them, there's right. So we can do that too. We can play diamonds, hearts, clubs, and spades. All right, so I will get a deck. I keep going to the grocery, doing door dashing and such, and going to the grocery store during my dashes, but I forget to buy a deck of cards because generally speaking, I never buy a deck of cards. All right. Dale, good dawning. All right. So we're down to, and I just posted most of the thumb cards. So now we're down to that. We've gone through, and do you know more about your hand than you did before? Probably. But yeah, we're not giving palm readings or anything, but we're down to that on the palm deck. So we're going to go with 96, and then we'll wrap these up. There's just a couple of reading cards here. We'll wrap it up by the end of the week. So we'll post up 96. And I still have one more thumb card to put up. There were 6 thumb cards. So I think Dollar Tree has playing cards. There we go, Millie. Thank you. Yeah, I bet you they do. Now, what's funny is I used to live in Norwood, Ohio, right? So Norwood, Ohio, and I used to walk around with a friend in Norwood, Ohio. And she lived around the corner from the U.S. Playing Card Factory, which is no longer, it's in northern Kentucky now. But so U.S. playing cards, bicycle playing cards. Most of the decks of cards in the planet were made bicycle playing cards in Norwood, Ohio, which is not an abandoned factory. But actually, somebody will buy it eventually. But yeah, so they moved their factory across the river. But hey, you too can walk in front of the old bicycle factory, bicycle greeting or playing card factory in Norwood. It's outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. But all right. TJ Maxx Marshalls have tarot decks. Yes, they do, depending on where you go. Yes, they do. If you are lucky enough to find, it's kind of like the lottery. And yeah, Millie has definitely been posted that a few times too, Care Bear. Yeah, you guys are both right. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all of those in the back of the store there. You can generally, not always the case, it's really hit and miss, but you can find tarot decks. Even this has been seen back there for $7.99. So I don't know about now, but prices have kind of shuffled around, but at least there's no more tariffs, so that should be over. That they figured out their tariff deal, and we won't have to pay, what is it, 4 times the advertised price for whatever it was from China. Yes, Halloween is the best time of year to find them and load up on them. There we go. So yeah, so keep that in mind. If you're out and about in your universe and you're wanting tarot cards, don't go to the local Happy Hippie shop, right? Go to TJ Maxx or any of those Les Wexner group stores. There we go, from Ohio, right? So TJ Maxx is based out of Columbus. So the same guy, I think TJ Maxx is owned by the same guy who owns what is it? Victoria's Secrets. There we go, Les Wexner. All right, the family chain. So that's today's card for our palm reading. What I may do is get a book or something, see what else is out there, so we can continue our exploration. This was great for $7, but yeah, did you learn a lot? Sort of. All right. So the family chain. The family chain is a chain-like line found where the thumb. There's no picture of this here. Joined the palm. If this line is heavily chained, so where the thumb joins the palm, I have no idea where this line would be because there's no picture here, so I can't answer that for you. So you have to figure that one out. The family chain, this is the line thick or unchained. This shows a lack of emotional or family involvement. Probably me. The family chain, read from the first finger side of the thumb, and often the line is heavily chained at the start, but gradually turns into a thin line that indicates you have gradually become emotionally tied to your family. And again, there is no picture, so you'll have to determine that one on your own. If I go online when I post this, I will see if I can find something that'll have a picture of the family chain and post that up as well. But yeah, so the family chain. So if your family chain, which somehow adjusts from your thumb, a chain-like line found where the thumb joins the palm. So I guess your thumb and the palm would be right here, theoretically. I think it's this line right here, to be honest with you. There's a chain-like line right there. If you look, there is a chain-like line right there. So yeah, so I'm not really sure, but we do what we can here. So we'll get that posted up, and I'll see if there's a picture or something that may help. Some of these, it's an experiment, mind this deck, but I'm grateful for it. All right, so a couple of changes here. Now we're close to peak here. And a lot of you guys, and I'm grateful for who stuck around, and hopefully those who we used to see at the 8 o'clock hour return, but if not, understand. And who knows, this could 6 a.m. could only be a temporary deal. Who the heck? We don't know anything. That's the cool part about living on this planet, right? I don't know what's next in my universe, but I can tell you this much. It is not Laura B tonight. So tonight we will not be having Laura B. It'll be tomorrow night. Again, changes, right? Turn and face the strange. So welcome to the changes on Mr. Floyd's universe. Tomorrow is Laura B, not Tuesday night. As if this is my regular schedule, then I work Monday night, Tuesday night, and then blessedly I work like Thursday day and Friday day and Saturday day, right? And so that being said, and that's great because that means I can work in concerts and such in the evenings, and I can be with you guys on the tube, right? So in that aspect, the only night that got thrown off is, of course, Tuesday night with Laura B. So now it's Wednesday night, Hump Day Messages with Laura B. So there you go. So 7 o'clock on Wednesday, there's nobody live or anything unless Adam was going live, but he's not. So Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, not tonight, guys. I almost want to post a live that says Laura is tomorrow night and just let it run. And I might. But either way, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., I will be Laura B with What's Up with Tarot and Oracle in Your Universe. I don't know if that is the permanent time. She said it was okay for this week, so I don't know about next week. So we will find a proper time based on my proper schedule, and between that and doing concerts and door dashing and such to bring in the abundance in my universe. But yeah, so just keep that in mind, guys. Tomorrow is Laura, not tonight. So 7 o'clock tomorrow. 5 o'clock my time, so I'll DoorDash till 4:30, and then we'll hook up with Laura and see what's up in your universe. And thank you, Laura. I know you're not watching, and you may be in the rewind or replay. But thank you, Laura, for shifting times. It's honestly, if I'm doing Good Dawning, and I've been doing this for almost a year, and June 3rd will be our year celebration. The fact that I've been doing this for a year, and if I didn't have any changes in time, means my universe was pretty stagnant, right? Nothing changed. So the fact that it took about a year, but we got changes, and the times had to change. That's a good sign, because otherwise, my outside universe, outside of Good Dawning, nothing would have changed. And we are grateful to be out of the Shop de Crystal, which was not a crystal shop, but a overpriced crystal boutique. Some of those prices are over 1,000% higher than retail, or higher than regular retail price, and almost 10,000% higher than their cost. Some of those crystals that they had at the show were 10,000% higher in cost than they needed to be. Even a tumbled stone, how much tumbled stones actually cost? But all right, we got flexibility and thriving and expand. Thank you, Helene. I am so grateful for you. Thank you. Tension horror over here. Hi there. Yeah, we got you by your snout. All right, so yeah, we're still dog sitting, and we will be for a while, which is a good thing for my universe. All right, so let's do some channeling here and see what we've got. And the question we're going to ask you today is, what are you asking your universe? Are you, and of course, if you're new here, guys, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for when I go live. So thank you if you're watching this in the rewind or the replay. And as many thumbs up as you can give, we can certainly take. So we would be grateful for that. If there's 120 watching, which generally is about if you have under 1,000 YouTube, there seems to be a cap, and I don't know what it is, but it seems to be about at 110, 120. But we canceled the cap. But it just seems that YouTube stops broadcast. I don't know, but nonetheless. So please do like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. And so does the algorithm. But what are you asking your universe? If you're out and about during your day, are you asking your universe? And we've said this before, but we want to say it again because it's coming up. Because if we're living in a reactive, Fatima, good dawning from the Great North there in Toronto, Canada. Welcome. We are grateful to have you. I was experiencing that at one point, remembering to be like the hollow bone, letting the energy flow through you, releasing to Mother God. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Care Bear, good dawning. And again, big favors. So keep Care Bear in your prayers, guys. You won't see her live for a while. If you know any of the situation there, we can certainly respect that for sure. And so keep her in your prayer. We will see her live again. I guarantee it, right? And Justin Wilson, sure enough. But nonetheless, at the moment, it's probably her best bet not to be live. So are you asking your universe for feedback? And what does that mean? Question. That's a good question, because we live in a living toroidal field, right? So are you asking, have you set anything up with your living universe to let your living universe feedback to you? And are you, if you're an understanding, like I set up a couple of different things. So for it's hard to be, it's hard. We miss you. We miss you already. It's Care Bear. we Care Bear. We can't say anything more than Care Bear. Exactly. And if you get the energy there, then you get it. When we say it's Care Bear, you get the energy, and there's nothing more that needs to be said. Honestly, because you would understand it's Care Bear, and that's really, it's Care Bear. All right, Tina, good dawning, and it's Tina too. But no, seriously, if you're out and about in your universe, right? Have you set up anything with your universe to allow for a biofeedback mechanism? For myself, I have a couple of different things. I do the third headlight, right, or out of headlight. So there was a couple of 2 years ago, year and a half ago, I saw two, like literally back to back. I'm like, all right. And so in our universe, if I see one more car with a bediddle, right? You remember bediddle, when headlight out and you flick the roof, and like punch buggy, boom, then you punch, and whoever gets hit, flick flash. But either way, so if you see a bediddle in your universe or a headlight that's out, I played that game with my universe where it's like, okay, we saw two cars. So I said, all right, you show me another car. I know I'm in a living universe of some sort or something, right? Boom. Within 2 seconds, there was another car drove by with the headlight out. Are you doing those things with your universe? That's the question. Now I do the license plate game. I switched it, but they're still doing the headlight game. But now it's show me how many awesome license plates, just to letting me know that my universe is in a biofeedback loop with me, right? Doggo, You do not get a treat. She's looking for a treat. There's a bunch of treats in the cabinet. And she keeps whining at me, then looking at the cabinet, then whining at me, looking at the cabinet. And as a matter of fact, it's probably easier just to give her a treat. So let's do that. All right. So we're walking over here. We're going to give Doggo a treat. That way she's not, there we go. We're back. She's not whining during the show, right? So it's like squirrel, right? You just occupy the energy. So I'll take this and throw it over to the other side of the room. Buggy treats. All right, so I put the doggy treats down here. All right, so now she's occupied. That's what she wanted to begin with, and so it just makes it easier and let her have her wine there. But yeah, so and if I let her go, then because when she's done this one, which will be about 10 minutes, she'll it's a chew. She'll come right back over whining another one because it's like a 3-year-old, right? All right, okay, but yeah, it's fun. All right, so are you asking? So for myself and John, good dawning. Welcome, John. Grateful to see you. All right. So yeah, are you playing any sort of game with your universe? If y'all need a tarot reading or have astrology questions, both free of charge, please feel free to email me. I'm going to pin that. Oop. Pin. There we go. So if you need anything from Care Bear while she's on hiatus dealing revamping her universe there and putting things in alignment, you can send her an email there, and she will get back to you at some point. But yeah, thank you, Care Bear. So from my end, I played the so I'm asking my universe, all right, show me license plates. And so at this point, personalized license plates are everywhere. It's kind of like the deal if you're going to go buy a red Subaru, then you see red Subarus everywhere, but not really. I asked my universe for them to just show up, just as another like goof, like, all right, show me some license plates. Let's play a game. Now they're everywhere. So you're living in a living toroidal field. So what are you doing as a feedback, as a biofeedback? There you go. Definitely my chart, Care Bear. Yeah, so if you need a chart done, Care Bear literally has to do charts because she's studying to be a master astrologer. So if you need a chart done, Care Bear may be able to assist, but she's definitely studying to be a to know astrology, not just like learning it through a book or anything. She's studying astrology. So yeah, there you go. All right, Hershey, good at dawning as well. And Hershey is live, and I've got it written down here actually now. She's live Fridays at 5 and Mondays at noon, and otherwise sporadically. So you can check out Hershey as well, the shadow reader, and Miles, which is awesome. All right. So yeah. So are you asking your universe, and we're going to do a quick channel here into this. Are you for biofeedback of your life, for feedback of your universe? Are you asking your universe, am I in the right location? Is this right? Am I doing right? Where am I? Am I supposed to be here? What have you? Wednesdays at 8 p.m. I will add that to my list here. Thank you, Hershey. But I'm trying to keep a list of who's live and when and whatnot. Make sure I have it in front of me so when I know. Hershey, Wednesdays, let's interject. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. All right. And of course, this week, which is interesting, so we'll buffer into Hershey then. This week, we are going to have Laura B live at 7 p.m. on the channel on Wednesday night, which is good. Then we can buffer into Hershey there as well. So that will work. All right. So yeah. So are you asking your universe? And that's the question you want to ask yourself. What have you set up with your living universe with the game? And that's a question that I'm starting to be asking myself. Is this really, am I in the living universe, or am I in a toroidal gaming system that's based off of my resonant energy? The more I start to see that, and I'm going to post some few things on the community channel, the more I start to see that, the more that the feedback mechanism, right? Because this is all a feedback mechanism based on your resonant energy, right? So if you realize, and this is going to sound goofy, but I don't know, I guess stand where I stand. If this is a gaming system and you start talking to it like a gaming system, right? Like you're in a giant AI, watch what feeds back to you. I've had some experiences over the past few weeks, and and I'll post one of them up in the community page there that what's found me. But yeah, that we are in a game of some sort, not a Game of Thrones, but like in Westworld, right? They've been telling us, and if you really look deep into the threads, right, really deep, The Matrix, Tron, Westworld, and the movie that started all that, Telos or whatever it is, where they go to Telos, and then you can pick your world if you remember that one, and the robots and all that. Future World, the movie Future World. There you go. Which right. So the question that I've been asking myself, and again, none of it is real. Do I really know? No. But it's a hunch that we are more likely contracted into if you're a real creator, contracted into a gaming system, right? And that this is all just a game to realize that you are who you are, right? Exactly. To realize your power. And what I've noticed is as I start feeding back, asking for feedback, that's the thing. Is, are you biofeedbacking with the game, with the simulation, or with Earth, whatever you see it to be, right? And it really doesn't kind of matter. Are you feeding it back? Are you getting biofeedback from that loop? And are you asking the game for that feedback? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. I'm seeing the feedback. I started thinking that we might be in a gaming system from another channel that I found, and now I start getting all kinds of stuff. I found this book, and I'm going to post it. It's a video. It's been put into a video form. Somebody read it. But a book from 1925, written by a housewife, called Winning the Game. It's based off of a Bible, but off the Bible. But they're utilizing, because they didn't have anything else, but they're utilizing the Bible, quotes from the Bible, to show you that you are in a game and how to win the game. So there's lots of things that happen when you start interacting with the toroidal field, with the earth field, with the greater source field, if you want to, that's the same deal, right? Whatever it is for you, with the vibrational field that you are living within, as you start reacting with that, interacting with that in a larger way, start treating it like a friend, right? All right, game. All right, source coding, right? Source, the source of all of this, right? All right, source. All right, universe. You could say that. It doesn't matter. And if you start interacting with that field in a much larger way, the wild ones, yes, we are in a grid, exactly. And as you start interacting with that system, it will start feeding back to you. It's living, right? And it's living based on your vibration. So what are you vibrating up to bring into the living system? Are you seeing? If it's a living toroidal field and it's vibrating, then you are the one creating that vibration. And it is going to return to you. Good dawning there, Victor. It's going to return to you the vibration that you are putting out. So what we were just discussing there, Victor, and those who just came in, is the fact that whether we're on a gaming system, planet Earth, a toroidal field, what have you, energetic field is enough to state that we're on. It's biofeedbacking based on your energy. So it's returning to you what you're expecting it to return. It's returning to you the vibration that you are carrying, the resonant vibration that you are carrying within yourself. So if you're not in space, right? If you are seeing yourself as impoverished or in lack, then the toroidal field, as you walk around and go, I am in lack, I don't have enough, then there's nothing that the game system can do, nothing that this field can do, but to prove that fact to you, to give you more unabundant situations, more lack in your universe. And I've noticed this. And so once you start acknowledging, and acknowledging doesn't just mean moving through, it literally means acknowledging the universe. All right, speaking out loud, I see that. It responds. It's energy can respond to energy, right? So if you are allowing your energy to speak to and to be in combine with the energy of the greater source field, toroidal field, Earth, the gaming system, what have you, whatever it is working for you, and not knowing makes it easy, right? We just know that it's an energy field, generally speaking, that is returning to us. It's biofeedback, right? And so what are you carrying into that field, and what are you allowing it to return? Are you interacting with the energetic field? That's the question. A lot of us are not. We just go about our lives and we live wrapped up in our own energetic field, ignoring the larger field and what it is trying to tell us through license plates or getting every traffic light when you're in a rush, or who you bump into or who bumps into you. Remember, you're not in control of 99 point. Everyone out there is either real or a computer simulation, and we don't know. And so as they're walking, doing their thing, interacting into you, that's the field bringing to you, right? But are you in control of your energies? And are you in control of your energies in mirrored with the field so that it can bring to you what you're looking for? A lot of us are not dancing with the energy of the field, right? The greater source field, the toroidal field, the gaming, again. And if we're not in sync with that, then we're bumbling around. And what I'm learning is that it is alive, just like we are to an extent, and that we, just like the greater toroidal field, as one can work together with the field to bring about results in our universe. I talk with my mom and dad about that. I've been dismantling programs and releasing them while my dad keeps creating more. It's just where they're vibrating, Lindsay. Everybody creates the programs that they need based on their vibration, right? And so if he needs to create a false program or something in the matrix in his game just to keep himself in comfort, then it may not vibrate with your. That's the problem though. With the universe, it's not a problem. It's just what is that people are creating things based off of their lower vibration. You're creating something based off your higher vibration. And so if somebody's creating something off of a lower vibration, they can't see what you're creating. They can't understand it. And it generally frustrates and scares people of a lower vibration. If you tell somebody of a lower vibration that you're going to quit your job and start walking around the world, but you know you'll be fine, right? They're going to flip out, most likely, right? How are you going to survive? How are you going to eat? Blah, blah, blah. I spent a year hitchhiking around America and I survived. So that's the point. It's how you are interacting with that field and how you see the source field. And so fortunately, your dad sees the source field in a whole different way there, Lindsay, than you do. And so we react to that field and we react in our universe in a whole different manner. I think the programs are bad, but that too many unnecessary ones can fog out our vision and keeps us stuck. We stay in the programs because the programs are comfortable for us until we can release the program. You can't release the program that you're in until you know that you're in a program, though. That's part of the deal. If you don't know, Lindsay, that you are in a program and that you have been programmed, right, to see or to view your universe or to live in a specific manner, you can't see that. And you're going to see everybody else's programming and how they're living their universe as not correct, as not good for them or not good for you or what have you, and probably put that out there for them. Play low remind. They said I'm going to Sedona in September. Have fun in Sedona. Awesome. If Sedona contained a giant lake, it would be much of it. I'm a water guy, and so all that desert kind of drives me out. But I would love to see Sedona, but honestly, my heart doesn't have any energy to want to go there. I just want to go see a big body of water. The ocean, please and thank you. Are you specifically put in someone's life to keep that's not a bad one either there, Millie. That can be the case. Generally speaking, if you're put in somebody's life to keep them in a box, no, generally you're putting somebody, like, it's an idea, but I see it as if you're put in somebody's life, then maybe it's to show them that they're in a box. But the wild ones. If we know what we are against, we can know better how to raise our frequency. We're not against anything. If you're fighting something, then it's fighting you. You're fighting against something, then you're fighting against yourself. Anything that you fight against persists. So you're not fighting against anything. You're really just looking to find the flow within you. There's nothing to be fighting for or against. Not even on this planet. Really, if technically speaking, everybody's in their one here living their own universe, their choices, it's up to you to choose to help, but you're not even responsible to help others. Nor are we truly responsible for the vibration of the planet itself. It's a one-player game. Our vibration equals what we contribute to the larger source field, but it's everybody in equal in vibration that creates the larger energy of Earth itself. We can't control other people's vibrations, and it's not my job to. What I'm learning is that it's my job to help everybody as I can by helping myself first, by lifting up my universe, right? And by lifting up my universe, I'm 8 billionth and whether people are real or NPCs or what have you, it's all still vibrating as source, right? So it could be low vibrational source, or it could be like a natural fire creator who's vibrating as high source, right? But it's all still source energy. If you see it, you can see it that way. So yeah, so let's do a channeling, and then we'll work with not very long, and then we'll work with the golden healer here. But yeah, so, and we may not actually even fall into a channel here, but so yeah, so as you go out today in your universe, and we may skip the channeling today, as you go out in your universe, right? We're going to play an experiment today. Pick a game, create a game of some sort with your living toroidal field, right? With the biofeedback field that I got to burn this off. My boss was not liking this hanging out, and I can't blame him. I take all of these off when I'm cooking, but so this has to get burned off. We'll burn that off later. From the fire homa from Jared there, but or I tie it on. I could tie it to the thing as well. All right, what did Millie say there? All right, guys. All right, so yeah, so if you're out in the toroidal field today, pick a game. Do third headlight, the license plates, anything you want, right? I get all the green lights. You could try that game. Something amazing is going to happen, but make it something easy though. I see people in red cars. I see candy apple red Mazda CX-5s, right? With that beautiful candy red that Mazda does. Whatever it is for you, let the universe create a game, right? So that when it can feed back to you that, yeah, we're here. A lot of us don't do that, or we get the one, I got the light that I never get. Thank you. And you feel it for a second, right? How many of you get that one traffic light, right? You've never gotten it. And then one day you're in a rush, poof, and you're like, oh, I know. Thank you, God. Thank you. So, right. So same idea when you're out in your universe today. What's this say? Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for the inspiration, Ash. Courtney, much love. Have a great day as well. See you around. All right. All right. So hopefully see you in the next. But so yeah, so when you're out and about today, whatever it is for you, create a game. Let the source field, let itself be known to you. We're trying to create within it. Let it create to us too. Let it speak back to you. So thank the universe when you get that green light. Create a game of some sort, be it the license plate game, the red CX, Candy Apple CX-5s with Mazda and their speckled red, whatever it is. Maybe you want to see a bunch of Porsches, right? So I like Porsches, right? So except no substitute. So maybe you see Porsche 911s running, or my 911s running around. Whatever it is, I have pondered mapping out our lives so that we can see when we have crossed paths. So fascinating. I love the way everybody's living so many different ways simultaneously. Yes, absolutely, and that's part of the deal. Courtney. All right, so from your end then, what's that game that Bunny, good Dunning, what's that game that, Victor, our magnetism is definitely pulling in our soul families, so quite possibly, and there's much we do not see at any time. I used to do that with parking spaces at the mall. It never felt. I'm going to give you all right, there we go. Play Love. You have a standard moderator. Yeah, so yeah, that's a good game too. Thank you for the parking in advance, right? You trust your universe. So try again, in no direction here, but if you try to start communicating with the greater source field, with the gaming system, with the source of it all, watch what can happen in your loving, living universe. I love mountains, woods, oceans, and I have trouble choosing sometimes because I enjoy everything. Krista, good dawning. So yeah, we're going to work with the golden healer here and pretty much wrap up today's show here shortly. But no channeling today. We don't always have to channel. Channeling is just my higher self anyways. As we doggo there. Wanting another treat, of course. There's never enough treats for doggo here, but she almost ran through the bag there anyways. So yeah, so in your universe, today's grand experiment, of course, tonight at 7 o'clock, we do not have Laura. Again, guys, Laura B, and I'll create a post. I will do what I need to here, but Laura B, if you look at the lives, and Krista as well, Laura B is live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Not 8 p.m. That's Hershey. Hershey's live at 8 p.m. But Laura will be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. So join us. And not tonight, as I have to work. So Tuesday night live is now Wednesday night. We're going to work with the Golden Healer here, and then close out here in a few. But Lindsay, meeting my husband, soulmate, solidified my knowing fate, because when I tried, what had to happen in both of our lives had to be meant to be. There we go. All right. So today's deal. Ask your universe to let it know it's there. Ask the toroidal field to let it respond to you and respond back, not just to yourself, but to the greater source field. Ask it for guidance. Say hello. When you get that green light, give yourself a high five. When you look in the mirror, give yourself a high five. But really, responding to that to the greater source field. If you want to set up a game, I recommend setting up a game of some sort. It makes life quite interesting, and it lets you know that you are really in a biofeedback and a feedback loop. It's our fears, it's our unjustified fears, really. It's our anger, our frustrations, and whatnot that throw us out of the biofeedback loop, out of the loop, and we don't get what we're looking for. We don't create what we're looking for. If you're in a state of sadness or anger or frustration, what have you, you're going to creating from that space will create anger, frustration, sadness, or what have you. So let the field bring to you, but try something like that today. Be it the license plate game. Show me how many personalized license plates can we see today, or a green light game. That's always fun. Then we get to see the green lights, right? Whatever it is, and doesn't have to be just about driving, right? Great deals at the grocery store. Thank you. I'm going to the grocery store. Show me the lower prices at the grocery store game, right? Whatever it might be. The woodpeckers are pecking in my yard. Gotta love a good woodpecker, right? The sound of a woodpecker is nothing but amazing. And right, I'll go. All right, so from your end here, let's work with the our end. We're gonna work with the Golden Healer, and to heal our universe of whatever is broken in your end. So take a moment and ground into the Golden Healer. And broken is there's no broken in anybody's universes, but what are you working on changing, right? That's what it's really about, is we're discovering that the energies aren't working and we shift, right? All this is discovery about our universe, what is and what isn't, and what is shifting or not. So from your end, ground into the Golden Healer. Technically, the Golden Healer works with the crown chakra, the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the throat, the sacral chakra. I could work with the throat chakra as well, but you ground into where you want the healing to go. And of course, the energetics only works with your permission. So sticking around on what have you, I appreciate it. If not, certainly understand. We will seal this off at the end. If you're ever anywhere watching any video in any time or any space or any place, and somebody says, hey, I'm gonna send some energetics your way, without asking first, quickly run, Forrest, run. Right. All right, so here we go. I don't have music. We do have whining dog, though. Staring at the bag of treats was probably not the best thing to leave the treats wrapped up on the floor here, but all right. I'm walking back to the cabinet. All right, so here we go. We'll do some hand energetics as well. But what are you trying to heal today? What are you looking to heal? You're not trying anything. Remember, if you're trying something, at all that base word, right? What are you trying? Then you're just going to try. What are you creating? You're going to create. What are you doing? Then you're physically doing. What are you bringing into existence? Then, yeah, there you go. So what, in this case, are you creating in your universe? What are you doing in your universe? And where are you feeling blocked? And the blockage, again, is your energy. It's not the universe. The universe responds to your energy. So if you're blocked, then the block is coming from you, either lack or distrust or fear. And a lot of us have just fear of finding out that we can create, that our universe can get better. To be honest with you. Because once it starts to get better, it's like a roller coaster, right? Once you top thrill dragster too, once you go over the hill, right? That's exactly. You are the creator. It's all your energy. All right. Alrighty. So tonight is nothing. No more Tuesday Night Live, at least for the moment. I don't know if this is my permanent work schedule. I believe it to be. If it is, then Tuesday night will morph to Wednesday night live, and then the only night I work is Monday and Tuesday, so we won't miss much. So we can do lots of lives at nights and other things as well, and of course work concerts. So we passed the background check for that, and so we're moving forward, and moving forward often means I will be doing for myself. So, and eventually, who knows? But yeah. So if you speaking of moving forward, if you're interested in a one-on-one session, I am. I see the threads and I see them very well. We can't say what I'm a natural therapist, but we can't say that I'm creating therapy because I'm not licensed. But I can hear you and I can see threads. I'll leave it at that. So if you are needing help in your universe, seeing the threads or what have you, if you're looking for a one-on-one session, I am available. I channel through those sessions with my higher self and the energies of Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo Calf Woman, and Archangel Michael. And if you're interested in a one-on-one session, please email me at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and I will get back to you. If you're needing astrology or have tarot questions, Care Bear put her stuff down there. She may not be live any further for the short duration, but she will get back to you via email, and she'd love to maintain those relationships. So nonetheless. All right. There we go. Flip that too. All right. Let's time out the. That won't do it. Very good. There we go. We'll fix that. That's why we don't do the Discord. If you want to be on our Discord, please send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com as well. That's why we don't post the Discord up here, because if we posted the Discord link on every show, we go in after the show and it'd be destroyed. There was a Discord for a couple of communities that I watched. I don't watch them anymore, but they posted the Discord up overnight, and then the next day, Discord locked them out for hate speech. All right. Seal this off. So where are you needing healing? See that here. Do 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 la la. We're pulling out all of the trauma from you. Grounding in on the peaceful and centered you. La, finding your highest vibration. There we go. Clearing blockages and energies, creating our universe. La, 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 la. There we go. It's a new version of the girl from Nipa Nipa. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Finding your new vibration, standing strong without humiliation. La, there you go, right? All right. Let's seal this off, guys. We'll hermetically seal this off, right? All right. Right out my root chakra. I can feel it. You may feel this as well. I'm pumping energy out of my root chakra. Yeah, there we go. And sealed. All right. Hallelujah. All right. There we go. All right. So let's close this out, guys. Amazing day as always. Just again, community reminder, Lara B live tomorrow. I used to get panicky about that, and I think that was a blockage to my creating my universe. Is that I didn't want to shift, right? Good dawning cannot shift. So I put conditions on the change in my universe by saying I can't change good dawning's time when nothing came in. I can't change Tuesday Night Live when nothing came in. Now that I opened up to trust that you guys will be here and that things can change, that they have changed. So again, it's all about trust. You are, there you go. Ooh, you are the grand arbiter of your universe. So it's all about the change that you want to see in your universe. There's definitely underlying request to hear white. All right, we can do that. I can do a white buffalo calf woman channeling. We're not in any rush. It's a free form day, right? All right, so let's do that. All right, you got it, Millie. Thank you for stating that. I did see white buffalo calf woman. All right, let me do one thing though, because I'm snotty. That probably sounded really loud. I just realized that. But hey, let me hit the mute button. Let me hit the mute button and blow my nose, and then we can. There we go. All right, bodily functions at their best. All right. Yeah, I've been. You ever when you're talking and you got to blow your nose and you got that snot bubble that starts to form. So yeah. All right. So yeah, let's do a white buffalo calf woman. Doggo, do you mind? I'm not giving you. I'll give you one more treat just because it's going to stop her from barking. But yeah, she is. All right, let's throw it that way. Into my bedroom. It's probably loud too. But now seal them up or she'll just grab the bag and run. But yeah, it's like doggy crack, I swear. All right, so chicken and peanut butter chews. They're like doggy crack. And they're not made in China. So never buy anything made in China. Are you hearing me? No safe, no generic. What grocery store you go to, do never buy the generic grocery store brand anything. It's all made in China and generally to the lowest bidder. Be careful. Of course, China is not the lowest bidder anymore, but nonetheless, you get the idea. Hey, all watching the cutest, most silent moment, watching another wipe their nose. So now we clear my nose. All right, let's do a quick channeling here of a white buffalo calf woman, and I appreciate that you guys went to hear that. That made my day. So here we go. All right, just cleaning the energies real quick. I used to bring in Saint Germain as like the MC. You could think of it hosting the really big shoe, right? And then we could drop into us, but we don't need to do that anymore. I could just drag the energies of pull up the energy of white buffalo calf woman immediately. So, all right, here we go, guys. All right, a quick channeling of white buffalo calf woman, direction in your universe, and I already know where we're going here because I can feel it. All right, white buffalo calf woman here. We are grateful that you would want me to channel through Josh for you. We are grateful. Are you understanding that you are living in a living field? White buffalo calf woman is asking you as you are walking your path today, as you are watching the amber waves flow and you are seeing the birds fly and you are feeling the sun on your back. White buffalo calf woman is asking you to interact with the greater source field yourself as well, but in a mother nature sort of way. We are asking you to hug a tree. White buffalo calf woman is asking you to put your bare feet on the ground and to stare at the sky and to see the birds flying by. As you see those birds flying, you are flying yourself. Your energies lift off. And you can feel that energy within yourself as you put your feet on the ground. The negative ions release from your body, releasing all the negative energies from you. And you are positively connecting to Mother Gaia. As you are staring at the water as it flows in and out, you are getting that ebb and flow of peace inside yourself. And as you are hugging the tree as you walk down the trail, you are sending your love, and the love from Mother Gaia is merging together. Are you thanking the trees for the breath you take? Are you thanking the earth for the food you eat? Are you thanking the waters for the fish that come from them? And are you thanking the skies for the beauty of their birds? That is the question white buffalo calf woman is asking of you today. If you are looking to ground into your healing, get outside, put your feet on the ground and heal with Mother Nature today. Can you find peace in watching the grass blow? Can you find the peace within yourself as you watch the eagle fly through the thermal? Can you find the love within yourself at the smile of a laughing baby? That is the question White Buffalo Calf Woman brings to you today. What are you allowing for yourself? Are you standing in your cynical self? Are you standing in your angered self? Are you throwing trash out the window of your car? Are you seeing your life as a garbage dump, as a trash heap, as the antithesis of what you wanted? Do not take that out on Mother Gaia. Those of you who are having bad days and throw your trash out of the car, do realize trashing Mother Gaia trashes your universe just as equally. Those of you who are having a bad day and taking it out on others energetically will find that that energy will return to you one day when you are not ready. And you are looking for a peaceful day. Remember that. Those of you who are finding that you are out of space, not found who you are as source, as peace, as the creator of your game, right? Dearie, everything you see out of your eyes, you must realize is what you have created in your universe. So if you are seeing the birds, the mountains, and the trees, and you have created peace in your universe. If you are seeing the police and fighting and violence and lots of traffic and accidents and whatnot, you have created that high vibration, that universe in your universe. And what is taking you out of your universe is the vibration that you are creating for the universe that you think you want to be in the first place. Are you understanding, dearies, how often you create what you don't want to create, thinking that's what you wanted to create in the first place? A lot of you want to walk the path, but a lot of you find that you cannot find that path. A lot of you think you are on a path that is going to get you somewhere, but you are only on a circling loop. A lot of you are looking in and out path, right? If you ever hiked before, dearie, you know that the path can go in, and the path can go right back out. So you get where you think you are going, only to find you are standing where you have been. Are you in understanding? This is about letting go. You are the grand energy, right? So what are you reverberating? Why are you rebuffing the energies that are coming at you? And what is vibrating from you? It is the grand center of you that is creating the grand center of everything that you see. So if you are vibrating like an eagle, then you will soar. If you are vibrating like a tree, then you will grow strong. If you are in flow like the water, then you will receive. And if you are in peace like the earth, then you can sit upon it and breathe. But this is the question for you. What is inside of you that is blocking you? What is holding you down? And what are you not seeing in your universe, dearie? You are the creator of everything in your universe. And White Buffalo Calf Woman is asking for you to see what you are creating. Are you creating a dervish? Are you creating an energetic tornado in other universes? Are you creating a beautiful high pressure day where the sun is shining and it is 83 degrees? What are you seeing? What are you creating? And what fields are you sowing? You have a correct, you are the harvest that you are looking for. The question is, will you allow your energies to create that harvest for you? What is your center? What is your set vibration? Are you a individual feeling of lack? And that is your set vibration, and you will see more lack. Are you abundant financially? Are you abundant in friends? Are you abundant in life? Again, you are creating that energy, right? What is your abundance? And what are you seeing? And what are you spinning inside yourself? Because that is what will happen outside of yourself. White Buffalo Calf Woman wants to ask you today to see ourselves as the eagle flying overhead, to see ourselves as the 14,000-foot mountain with the strength, grounded strength, to see ourselves as the redwood tree reaching as high as possible, grounding into Mother Gaia, but yet reaching for the stars. Can you do that today? Try it. Releasing transmission. All right, Mother, there we go. White Buffalo, Calf Woman. a lot of energy at that. So can you there we go. We're back. Can you be the tree, the grounding tree? Can you climb into the space of the mountain? And can you see yourself as expansive as planet Earth today? It is truly up to you. You are what you create. You are what you vibrate inside there. But yeah, thank you. Whoever wanted White Buffalo Calf Woman. And those arrows are always helpful to see what, hey, there's something going on. And I appreciate that, guys. But yeah, so thank you. Whoever wanted White Buffalo Calf Woman, she thanks you as well. And remember, are we really channeling White Buffalo Calf Woman? Yes, but it's also my highest self as White Buffalo Calf Woman because everything's your highest self. It's your game. All right, there you go. It's your game. All right, guys, so let's close out with a group hug. Thank you. No, Millie, thank you. I really, that was great. I needed to hear that too. Oh, Millie, beautiful. Millie Drew, may the dew cleanse and refresh your circuitry. The moisture is important with the connection, I find. Yeah, there's no dew out here. We live in a mountain, high plains desert, right? Like high plains, not like the Beastie Boys, High Plains Drifter, but high plains desert, right? There we go, not High Plains Drifter. Yeah, so we don't get dew or anything else. It is as dry as generally a bone. And we only get less than 10 inches of rain a year, give or take. All right, but we get it all in snow. That's what we need. All right, so let's close this out, guys, with a group hug and energetics, just like with the Golden Healer. Works through the internet, and we'll do a Josh hug here, Victor. And Victor, send me, once I get my schedule for sure set, we'll figure out if we want to do a replacement for Roundtable there. I'll send you an email or a text, and we'll get that started. Now that I'm finally figuring out, never figured out, right? But yet it's figured out. Understand that one. On my universe here, right? Because I'm always allowing for new. What's new now could be old tomorrow, and I could have another new, right? Today could be my last day at the potato place because I could get something even better. I am now open to receive all the awesomeness the universe wants to send. Thank you. And hopefully you can say the same, right? All right, so let's close this out. And again, tomorrow night is Laura B, not tonight. So please, guys, it had to happen at some point. We've gone to Mondays too. So it had to happen at some point. Laura B live mañana evening. So join us. Not tonight. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if anybody. Where was Laura? Those who aren't watching are doing. But I will put it in the community page as well. Laura B live tomorrow, not tonight. So just to cover my assets, right? We always want to cover your assets, and exactly the first three letters there, but cover your assets as well in your universe. Love you as well, Victor. Love you all. And Care Bear there, she's pinned. Well, on my end, it's pinned down here. I don't know what view you're on, if it's pinned at the top. But don't forget Care Bear there. She's offered her services, even though, or you can always just drop her an email as well, guys, just to say hello next week, for example. She won't be live. So you can always just drop her an email telling you you're thinking of her. But if you need energetics, want your chart read or whatnot, you can email Care Bear directly, and she is still going to do so in between her universe and working on her universe there. So let's close out here with a group hug. And so left arm up to the person to your left, right arm up to the person to your right. We're going to send energetics from our left hand, and we're going to spin it around clockwise and whip it back. It'll whip back to you right through. All of our energy will through your heart chakra and back through your left hand as we whip it around through each other. So yeah, so as we send our energy through each other and through each other's heart chakras, as we lift each other up in our heart chakras and feel each other as love through our heart chakras, we connect that energy to the greater energy of everything that is on this planet, game, or what have you, this energy field called Earth, right? So we send all of that energy up and lock it into the greater source field. And as we lock our love in with the love of the greater source field and spin that up, you'll feel the love chuckling through and coming through your right hand and right across your heart and back out your left. As we do so, we see everybody in this video, in this live here, in love and peace and abundance that they are looking for You could want abundance of unpeace or hate or anger in your universe. That's up to you. But we see everybody in love and peace. And of course, always to find the abundance that you are looking for in your universe. So from my end, I see myself in financial abundance. I see myself in abundance of friends and in abundance of peace and purpose. For yourselves, I hope you see that as well. We see each other, though, in the grand toroidal field with 4 walls. Everybody on this planet should have the right to have 4 walls. There's no reason why anybody, or around big giant geodesic dome or something to that effect. There's no reason why anybody should be living under a bridge, on a bench, outside, in a doorway, in a mud shack, in a tin roof, in a hut, or anything else. Unless it's completely 100% by choice, there is enough abundance, money, and product on this planet to give everybody a standard 2-bedroom house in America, which would be about 2,000 square feet or more, with an acre of land, and that's every individual on this planet, man, woman, and child, could get a home, and you could shove them in Texas, and they could all have an acre. We don't have a population density problem. We have a density problem. Everybody's jammed up into the center of cities, and so it looks like we're overcrowded. But again, everybody can have an acre in Texas in a 2-bedroom house, so we're not. We see each other in those 2-bedroom houses, right? Which we have enough money on the planet to give to everybody as well to create those 2-bedroom houses, but nonetheless, exactly, we see everybody in those 2-bedroom houses with fresh fruits and vegetables. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be starving or hungry when over 50% of all fresh food gets left to rot, waste, and gets thrown away. Crazy. All right. We also see why people should not be drinking water from the rivers, right? People are still dragging water from a river, then putting it onto a fire of some sort, heating it so that they can remove the chemicals and stuff because Mother Gaia is not clean. And then waiting to cool it off and drink it. No, there's a box that's been invented that takes water out of thin air as long as there's 10% or more humidity. There is no reason why anybody on this planet should not have access to fresh water without having to haul it, right? There's no reason why anybody on this planet should not have access to a hug. There's 8 billion people. Divided by 2, there's 4 billion on each side. Everybody can get a hug at the same time. There's no reason why there is not love on this planet other than the fact that people choose to be unloved. We see the governments of the world, speaking of unloved, dismantling their militaries a lot and apologizing for the lying, the grifting, the grafting, the stealing, and the hocus pocus that they have placed all over their citizens, especially in certain countries, like we'll just say favor to you east and to St. Louis, for example. Yes, if you did not know, look up what happened to St. Louis in the 50s and 60s. Favor, if you live there. Nonetheless, so right, those of us, exactly, grifting, grafting, and other things, backdoor experimental programs. There you go. But nonetheless, we see the militaries of the world as well dismantling their weapons, putting them down, and apologizing to those they otherwise would have not even known and shot and removed from planet Earth, or the gaming system as we see it. And of course, getting to know those they might have otherwise put a bullet into. We see the governments of the world apologizing for all of that and deciding instead to cage match. There we go. So we'll put Putin and Trump into a cage match, and they can, along with Zing or Zhao there, and they can all figure it out themselves. Exactly correct, right? We see India and Pakistan, which is really the same country divided because somebody went to the left and somebody went to the right. Brother against sister, right? Technically speaking. So we see them at peace, and for the world's sake, we see them at peace, and for familiar's sake, we see them at peace, because literally, it could be, if you got depending on the Great Walk there, you ended up on the left or the right side when the divide happened. So exactly, so favor to all of those there. We see each other in love and light. We see Lindsay in a new and better situation. We see Henny finding the most amazing place to live in Long Island. We see Care Bear and her situation totally taken care of, and we see Care Bear in a loving environment that supports and nurtures her and her children. We see Suzette not having to wake up at 3 a.m. because she has an inkling that her mother unplugged the fridge and turning off the heat and all of that. And we see Suzette, of course, with her fixed car and a 4-day freedom pass as her mother gets respite care from the state. And anybody else who's having issues, Rick, who we may or may not see because this is kind of early, as well, we do not see Rick ever going to the doctor again for anything because he healed himself, right? Rick knows how to heal himself. And so for that, if you need something healed, ask Rick how he did it. Exactly, because he did. And so, yeah, amazing. And so for each and every one of you, we see whatever is in your universe that is needing change, that is you are working towards, that you are bringing forth. We see it complete in your universe, and we see it with love. We release the love that we have connected to the greater source field, and we close this out for our highest love, for our highest light. Hallelujah. We see each other in the highest love and the highest light, and we see Mother Gaia in the highest love and the highest light. So it is. All right, guys. Boom. Another day's useless image is spent. Next not really useless, but that's a Doors quote. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Whoever requested, and I can go back and check, but requested, and thank you, Millie, for pointing that out. The arrows, big help. Thank you. And thank you guys for requesting White Buffalo Calf Woman. That was an amazing channeling, and I felt that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Remember, everything you do or don't do helps to create your loving, living universe. Here's my nose again. I blow it again. I guess that's the remnants of what allergies I had. It used to be this time of year, I wouldn't even be able to do good darning. I'd wake up with my eyes crusted, my nose crusted out, and it was hell on earth. I used to, spin inhalers and injections. Grateful. They all went away, except for that. All right, so I will see you all in the next. Remember, everything you do or don't do helps create your loving, living universe. And remember, you create your universe by how you choose to vibrate. As you remove, and you have the choice to do so, as you release all the darkness and all that heavy energy from yourself to your higher self and just, I don't need it anymore, get out. I know who I am, and that was all their problems, basically. And that they were trying to put their problems on me, and I just swallowed it hook, line, and sinker, right? As we release all that, our cells start to vibrate faster, and they do. Our body starts to feel like we've lost weight. Even though you haven't, you have. Think about it a second. Energy can be weight. And you step into the light body, which makes it easier for you to create your loving, living universe from a state of peace versus a state of chaos inside of yourself. All right, guys. I love you. Stay awesome because you are. And I'll see you in Truth Wave, which will be the next. Thanks, guys. Doggo. And Doggo. Here we are. Let's see if we can do this here. There we go. There we go, Doggo as well. I'm not going to show running around the house. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you all. And I will see you in the next.